Hello and welcome to the first recording of the Lazarus Programme. Today we're going to be running Deadmines, and before we start we've got our team here. Let's do the hero shot. There it is. So we're all in heirloom kit, and basically we're going to teach you how to run through Deadmines and all the other dungeons through World of Warcraft from the beginning, hopefully to the end. So level 15, this is where you get your first quest. Accept the quest and make your way through the gateway. As I mentioned, we are all in heirloom kit, and as this is the first dungeon, this is pretty much a breeze, and we all pretty much go off and do our own thing. As we get further down the lines, tactics will be used, but at the moment it's pretty much just a tank and spank. So, my name is Windoo, and I'm playing the mage, as you can see on screen. We have Yanis as our tank, Sabriella as our healer, Sketch as our rogue DPS, and also Ruben as our hunter. So just cleared the first room, and we'll be rounding the corner very shortly to take on the first boss. Now if you're going to try and do this without heirloom kit on, you will want to pull sensibly, one or two mobs at a time, and then work your way around. Now I am a jewelry crafter on this character, so I'm just going to do a sneaky mine here while the others start the boss. Quick blink forward to try and catch up. Round the corner, and oh look, only a quarter health left, so I timed that quite well. There we go, see, that was all me. Now, important thing to remember when you complete this boss, click that button there. Okay, that'll then complete the quest and activate the next one as soon as you walk through the door for him. So that's very important. If you don't click that button on the right hand side, it will not activate the next set of quests. So in this one you've got monkeys on the right hand side. They're actually bolted down. For as long as they're bolted down, they will attack you if you attack their masters. If you unshackle them from their little balls, ball and chains, they will actually assist you. So if you're doing this in non-heirloom kit, that's always a handy little thing to do. Also hunters, once you get the ability to tame a pet, monkeys are not a bad little pet to have, so might be worth a look. Some of the more astute amongst you will probably notice that I've got a completely different bar configuration to what the default settings are for WoW. I actually use an add-on called Bartender, and that allows me to have the configuration that I've got set up there. That will be, I can do another video on that to show you how to do it and explain what sort of setup I have. Very, very good, very customizable. Yeah. Not a bad little add-on, that one. So we're just about to clear this trash and then enter our second room for the second boss. This here, Tomb of Polymorph. I get to polymorph somebody into a monkey. It's actually I'm not sure if it's a glitch for this particular instance. It says required level 25. Turns out it's not. It's actually required level 60. I put a ticket through because I couldn't learn it. And a GM came back to me and said, no, you need to be 60, there is a glitch. So I'm not sure whether anybody else will be able to find it. If you do, sell them. They're worth about 3k each, depending on your realm. So as you saw when I came in, I had the quest automatically pop up here. So that's nice and easy. You don't need to find a new quest giver or anything like that. It just pops up, basically saying, kill this boss. On non-heroics, these bombs that he throws on the floor can be quite devastating, so it's always best to try and avoid them. Non-heroic, non-heirloom, I mean. Non-heroics as well, but we'll be doing that much later down the line. but in heirloom kit on this standard level, don't worry too much about it. Okay, there he goes again, dead, and yep, click that button on the right. Complete the quest, gives you the XP, and allows you to activate the next one. One thing that is nice to see with our tank is that, and you don't often see that anymore, is that when he does pull the boss and or minions, he does turn them around so that their backs face you. That way when they do lash out and do any damage, a lot of the time it's going in the opposite direction to you. Very handy little tanking skill there, and Yanis does particularly well with that. Do feel a little bit sorry for Sabriella. She is not really doing much, but early levels will always be the same for healers. Here we go, third boss, quest automatically given, jump down. You can run around, but save time, jump down. I decided to wait before attacking, just for Yanis to come along and take up a little bit of aggro, so I didn't have too much for him to take away from me. Pull everything in and pretty much kill it. I blink away there just to give me a little bit of space. It was getting a bit much. Okay, nothing really special about this boss. He does run around a little bit. These whirlwind effects can be quite devastating if you're in normal kit, but ordinarily it's just a tank and spank. No real tactics. And again, as we've done with the other two, yep, there it is. Click that button. Completes the quest, gives you the XP, and you're able to move on. Just remember that there are two stealthed guys in this area, so when you're walking around here, just about here where I am now, two stealth guys are stood there and they do jump out at you as well. Always best to try and take care of the mages in this instance, as they tend to do a lot of the damage, especially from range. So they tend to be my priority targets. Activate the cannon, shoot your way through, and deal with these. Again, the mages put, I don't know if they get a chance to do it at this particular time, but if the fight draws on for any length of time, they'll put a red bubble on the floor. You want to try and avoid that and draw the mobs out of it because they get increased damage. Okay, final quest gets activated. Run around, try to avoid the blast markers. If you do get hit by them, you get bounced into the old lake, and you have to swim all the way around. Can be quite annoying. Up the gangplank and onto the bridge. I'm just going to go around and collect a few. And there we go, wait for the tank, there he is. The downside to mages early on, especially an arcane mage as I am, the casting does take a little while, and with everybody in heirloom kit, chances are they're going to be dead before you get one, maybe two casts off, which can be a tad annoying. But the minute you get Arcane Explosion, things start to even out a little bit. As you can see, I am currently, fourth on the damage table. But with the acquisition of Arcane Explosion, things change a bit, but that's a bit later on down the line. So, rounding the top of the ship, make sure all the trash is killed, then into the final platform, and there he is. Now he will disappear at various different points depending on how much damage you do to him, and he's about to disappear any second now. There he goes. Now when he's in this mist form, ads will spawn randomly throughout. They don't take much to kill, especially when you're all in heirloom kit. Can take a little bit longer if you're not, but they're not too much of a hassle. The hassle really now is just nuking him down until he's, well, dead. As I said at the start, we're going to be doing lots of these little short videos, between 10 and 20 minutes long. Don't forget, complete the quest. There we go, complete the quest, and you get given one final one for Cookie, who is inside there. Run to the back of the room, and he will appear, and run out to the front, jump into a cooking pot, and away you go. Depending on how long the fight lasts, he does throw food out onto the floor. Stand over the good food to give yourselves a buff, stand on the bad food, and it debuffs you. So yeah, as I was saying, 10 to 20 minute videos just to go through the basic dungeons, going all the way through to the end, all the way, and yeah, just so people understand where they have to run. So once you've completed Cookie, this guy runs up to the top, hand in your quest, and technically speaking, that is the end of the dungeon. Okay, if you are getting close to leveling and you want to do a little bit more, just jump off the edge there where our glorious tank has just jumped. There he is down there, so we better go down and follow him. There we go. And there are a few more mobs down here. If you want to run out of the dungeon, for example, you just follow behind me where I'm looking now. Follow down there, up the hill, and you walk out of the dungeon. Most people just tend to teleport. Just pull the last of the mobs, give ourselves a little bit more XP. There we go. So, we are the children of Lazarus, and this is the Lazarus Programme. And we will do one final hero shot. Here we go. Thank you very much for watching, guys.